Alrighty, this is a video that is directly relevant to what I just captured, the podcast. Speaking to criminal interference with quiet enjoyment. This is engineered light that's starting right here. It's not the reflection of sun reflecting. It's not the reflection of sunlight that's coming through the blinds at an upward trajectory. That's all ridiculous, and as I've referred to, light that's impossible to occur from the sun, hence impossible light activity. This is light that is starting inside of the apartment where the demons are stuck with amplified noise, with knowledge of what it is that I'm doing, and what I am doing is sleeping on a couch where amplified noise is coexisting with what is supernatural light. Okay, and it is also supernatural noise where people are walking around on walkers and canes, and this sounds like bombs are detonating. Sounds like I'm inside of what is a bowling alley. That's called amplified audible activity. This is called engineered light. That's the formula for gang stalking, where the entity is stalking with light that is supernatural. Look at that. That there's one peephole. You've got two bars of light as though there would be like two dots. That's not sunlight either. And this is not the product of sunlight. So let me zoom in on it so you can see that 1, 2, 3 blinds of light, and then this is a thick bar of what is gray colored engineered light. And this is the window that is covered with blind slats and window coverings. This has nothing to do with sunlight. Okay, the entity is stalking with light on an ongoing basis. The entity, as you see a window and you are attributing light to anything that's coming through it, it actually has nothing to do with the fake sun. It has nothing to do with the windows. This is understanding and recognizing the light that is manifesting out of nowhere, just like you see here, manifesting out of nowhere. That's the supernatural feature regarding federal group stalking and monitoring. This is the same apartment where Tracy Banks opens the door at 5:21 p.m. yesterday on April 28, 2025. And this is where you're looking at what is the same conduct of light manifesting in the shade. That shade out there. I'm inside of the apartment building. This is a light that's appearing manifesting above the front door. This is the pattern of conduct that I've also shown you, engineered light. I'll reference that video where you could see the pattern of the leaves outside, and you can see the shadow of those leaves blowing in the wind above the front door. That's what this is. It's engineered light. It's impossible light. It's not sunlight. It's also distinct from what is being in the shade versus being in light. This is where the entity is stalking with light. This is, again, light that's fanning on the ceiling right now. And as I move in it, you could see my shadow appearing above my head. None of this is sunlight. This is the same building where you're looking at a Hispanic woman gang stalking by walking right by at 5:21 p.m. in what is engineered light, not sunlight. Light that's manifesting even though I'm standing in the shade, and light is manifesting inside of the apartment. That's the significance of having what is a fake sun that's at the same building. This is 7:47 a.m. and what you see is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 hours at 5:21 p.m. That fake sun, like you see on video yesterday evening, where the demon possessor gang stalking a Vine Avenue. That's called crossing a path. You also can't hear any of that traffic inside of the apartment. Those are indeed demons who are a method of amplified noise in the apartment where they're gang stalking a woman, and they're gang stalking with the city of Ontario. They are all state actors, not private citizens, at an apartment where the fake sun is present for 10 plus hours, because you've seen it after 5:21 p.m. 5:21 is in reference to the video documentation. The significance of moving around in what is not sunlight, it's engineered light, is activity creation, and it's accomplishing monitoring me while you are surrounding me in what is a bunch of engineered light and what is under an idle fake sun that is present for over 11 hours rising and setting, where all the defendants in units 33 through 64 are going to prison. Okay, this is the building where a bunch of defendants are stalking in the path, where amplified noise is a method of activity creation, while everything I do, including my panties being down, including engaging in what is any private activity that's inside of an apartment where the government has no warrant or probable cause, and there is no lawful basis to engage in what is gang stalking, which is done in reliance on a demon possessed, that is a corrupt population of civilians who are engaging in what is monitoring with that demon possessed government actor, that is the city of Ontario. A bunch of demons that are monitoring through the corrupt practices, the corrupt business practices, the corrupt government conduct of the city of Ontario in the specific environment. This is also not coexisting with any natural environment that would be in Los Angeles, where I'm documenting on a regular daily basis the sunrise and that fake sun remaining all day long, where it's also setting as I live in Los Angeles at Alvarado Gardens, where LAPD is gang stalking by helicopters. It is currently 7:49 a.m. This is P.O.C. This is where, again, Tracy Banks is gang stalking while she's doing so with the people that stayed on her communication device. She paces, not walks. This person is not loading and unloading groceries. She's pacing an engineered light. She's using everything with regard to what is a demon that's, again, a psychopath that doesn't want to be known as a life-size cockroach that walks upright on two legs when she is actually just pacing an engineered light, monitoring me, the person that she literally wants to be while she practices witchcraft, engaging in what is stalking in the spirit, and also stalking in relevant position, which is what is happening under an idle light source, which is supernatural, amongst amplified noise, which is also supernatural, and also in an environment where the sun remains for over 10 hours, which is supernatural. Each one of those features is identifying the government system of gang stalking, where the government is also paying for portions of rent of the gang stalkers at Woodside Senior Apartments. And for me to document it on another day, the government is also monitoring the evidence about me documenting it on another day. And so are all of the individual senior citizens gang stalking at Woodside Senior Apartments. All 144 units are engaged in what is federal stalking. That's the reality of the civilian population that's gang stalking in California. That's the significance of having the fake sun. That's the significance of what is engineered light that has nothing to do with the fake sun that is outside. It's not sunlight, and neither is any of that. That's not sunlight. This is a poor staging where demons are doing nothing other than pacing all day long. Walking on their canes and walkers is what the old people that are gang stalking do at a venue such as Woodside Senior Apartments. These old people are being prosecuted and their masks are being ripped off for being what are the demon-possessed population that's engaging in what is a program of psychological torture and stalking one person together, which is what, by diagnoses, the things that antisocial people, that psychopathic people engage in. It is the P.O.C. It's currently 7:51 a.m. This is AVANATH Capital Management being prosecuted. This is the same sidewalk where Linda Reyes is gang stalking, like I documented on April 25th, and she is pacing while she is walking on this sidewalk at April 25th and on April 25th, 2025, and the entity is gang stalking in that same specific environment. 3 hours from now at 10:25 a.m., there's no natural environment that would any sort of sun being over the venue, but that's what I documented at 25 a.m. on video, where that fake sun is present. But you saw even more than that. Yesterday, April 28th, you see the same sidewalk where this same building is where the fake sun is remaining, documenting what is a system of federal group stalking monitoring. That's why Linda Reyes, an employee of a gang stalking, terrorizing third parties such as AVANATH, that's why that's relevant for federal prison. And while all her 55 plus co-defendants stalk with amplified noise, such as amplified audible activity under a fake sun, Linda Reyes is being documented. She's going to federal prison. So is every other employee of Woodside Senior Apartments. It's currently 7:52 a.m. and this is P.O.C.